Da-da-da. Where's my marker? Oh, my pepper pen. Alright. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas is not yet. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm gonna continue doing this a little bit more as discussed last week. Primarily, I think there are some things that you can only learn after most of the stuff is in there, right? You try to push and refine things and get the polish up. Although that's not really my main concern. I just want to play with the textures a little bit more because there's a lot of subtlety in here. And more likely than not, I believe a lot of these things are just not necessarily deliberately put in, but just something to do with the process. Maybe there's like a big set of brushstrokes in the beginning or something that's being left over, that kind of stuff, but kind of hard to learn like that, trying to guess what they did before. So the only thing we could do, I think, is to try to emulate what we see now, and maybe, hopefully, in the process, catch some patterns, but otherwise, it is, we're just kind of going through the motions here. Got my stupid chair. Yeah. But anyways, that is the plan. Let's go. Probably gonna be head empty. Just do kind of mode again. As always. Shit. I'll do again. There's like some textures I'm spotting here, but and I know that I have brushes like that. Just need to look for it. I think it's this. It's not this. Watercolor edge, man. Oh, what the? What is this? No idea. Oh, it's a eraser. Never mind. I say it's a eraser. The eraser. Of course. Okay, I'm glad I didn't move off already. Like, this is absolutely like, it feels just like... Oh, what's the word? I feel like I already kind of forgot how to use my brushes, or what my brushes are. I think it's a good thing to get a refresher now, before... Trying to balance the volume here is a bit crazy on my side. Maybe I do this. Needs to be some like some number of this happening. Hmm? Oh. I think that should be fine, right? It could be even louder, I guess. Pum, pum, pum. Oh. Oh shit. Yeah. Hello, Yini. Oh, great timing. I just dropped my tablet. Why did it fall? Oh my god. God, we are in that period of time where I'm gonna keep dropping it apparently. Where is the tablet counter? Oh, it's here. Dang, no more 55. Sad. What number is it? 4-3. One day you're gonna miss this counter. Oh yeah, one day we're gonna miss the fact that my tablet always try to self-delete on stream. Yes, very cool. Oh, but yes, I'm still doing this just so that I can get a little bit more mileage out of the brushes and all that. Even if I'm not fully engaged, I'm hoping to get something out of it just by virtue of doing it. Just do it. I'm not gonna justify why things are the way they are. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, well, as long as it works. It's fine. That's all the details. I don't have anything else though. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Oh, wow. Where the hell am I even? Shit. What's the logic in here? Grasping at straws. Big shapes and then small shapes. Right? So the ordering might be wrong here. Mayhaps. Quite indeterminate. Thereabouts though, it's not. There goes the ambulance. Rip. Hmm. 良すぎかな、これ。これをどうかにゃ。Noise textures. I like this one. All those spines there. What else? Hello, today. Hello. Привет. Poggers. Light blue, please. Yes. Oh, he's crazy today. Hold on, hang on. Ken. No way, dude. Ken, if you just go off the sound in Japanese, it just means bias. Or predisposition. They uploaded on Scab most. Scab? Oh, that's interesting. Scabu. Well, they do have a portfolio, so Ken second. Oh, wow, it's like actually empty. Alright, I mean, I guess there's not much point, but I'm gonna just do it out of keeping the... Yeah, anyways, hello? Excuse me, I actually just saw this first because of the contrast, and also because it's in the middle of my tablet screen here, but... Are they like an anime? Oh, hello. Oh boy, I wonder what they like to draw. Hang on, what is this? Oh, this is like the other, I don't know what to call it. I've seen this, we've seen this once or twice, right, I think? They scrubbed it due to A. Oh, right, of course. Oh, wow, yeah. I think it's like the first time, like, an artist that at least that I've known is, you know, completely scrubbed the stuff off of Twitter. Seems like most of the other artists, they just kind of stopped caring. This feels very animator-ish kind of style. Maybe because of the lines being so clean and possibly even with the black and like the two separate what is it, the binary system with the light and dark. Maybe it's like extra color there. Something about this feels very oh yeah, cell shading, right? I just started using my own lingo for so long, I forgot what it was called. Alright, I mean, hang on, let's see what they 4 different line art layers used to put on their process on Twitter. 4 different line art layers? Like a rough, and then like a rough but cleaner, and then like a final line art, and then somewhere in between there's like yet another one. Is this... I don't... Like, what do they do by trade? Is this an animator? Or, Oh my god, the font size is so small, broski. They keep redoing and redoing, no idea. Okay. Thank you. This feels such like an animator kind of vibe with all the flat lines. Like the constant width lines here. Well, is there like a lot of rendering? Let me see. Something with more rendering, perhaps? Otherwise, it feels a lot more like, oh, this is just a watermark. You kind of right-click on this. They blocked right-click. Cannot zoom in without the right-click, but, Oh, the music is DDoSing. I hope it's fine then. But yeah, not much. I don't think there's much for me to comment on this. It's just a really good anatomy. A lot of saucy pieces here. Looks like they got their own kind of thing going. Shigoto. Oh, FGO. I'm trying to understand what this website is telling me here. So that was that like a group, and then this is like a singular piece in that group? Because it's saying you can add the series to your watch list here. Oh, they actually wrote like really nice comments here. I've never seen people comment their HTML code. Also, it's not high res because I think I'm grabbing the wrong link here, and this one needs me to log in. Oh shit! You have to. Well, maybe next time, I guess. I thought it would just let me in. What's the point of that if you still have to sign up again? Daily? Buga buga. Pega pega. Yeah, a lot of good anatomy studies, I suppose. Angles and different, what's that, perspectives. Yeah, I see daily star star star. Oh, it's the same on stream. I see, I see. Oh yeah, Deve, are you trying to study the anatomy or like something else? I feel like for me the main takeaway would be like all the anatomy because they're so yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of works though. It's a lot of works. Okay. I think I might have caught a glimpse. I think I might have caught a glimpse because also thank you, Duvet. I think I do agree with you. Like good anatomy, good shapes, good ideas and poses. A lot of angles, a lot of perspectives. It's just a lot to draw from, and the style is consistent, so you can kind of, I guess, look at how they stylize different muscle groups and stuff in a consistent way. What am I looking at? Oh, that's the legs. Holy shit. Alright, why am I grabbing this? How do I, what's the best way to do this? Did they, by any chance... I think I vaguely saw... Yeah, like this one, this one. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of insane. Sorry, 1 second here. Pinged. Can't play the music for obvious reasons. I remember seeing like a few frames, and I sort of got a sense that it might be that one artist that I saw doing like that one girl transform into like a umbrella, well, like hide behind an umbrella or something, and then like come back. It's like like I don't know how to say it. Like it doesn't really feel like it's just flat colors, right? I mean, it's not entirely flat, but maybe because of the background. But this is just insane. Like, I wonder. It's definitely not one person, right? Did one person do this? Oh my god, dude. This is like what? Like all your time dedicated to one thing for like, wow, how long would I think this is? But like if they're so good and they're so steady with their process, I suppose 6 months seems still kind of very generous. I like all these design on like the on the brochures and all the tickets and stuff. But design is like yet another set of skills. And wait, so are those? Oh, those are not years. Also, I'm not watching the story at all, by the way. I'm just looking at the quality here. Oh wow, the water. The water texture was very distinct. It felt more like an opal rather than like water stuff. Oh, so those are years. It's kind of like a mix because of the character setting, I guess. Oh, I think this is what I saw. The jumping sequence. Wow, this got like I just realized it's got Yorushika's name over here. This is like all the the big players in the industry coming together to do one legendary collab kind of vibes. Wait, subtitles? Oh, I see. Wait. I should look at the Japanese one. Maybe it's different. Auto-generated? What? Wait, there's no Japanese subtitle? Okay, I see. I thought maybe it was like... Wait, is it animated? Is it just because I did this? It looked like it was animated for a second. Yeah, like what? Is it what? It's just this one? Wait, what was that? Sorry, I'm getting really caught up on the technical. What? What? Hello? What is this? I don't know you can do that. Oh wait, some of them have to... Oh, and then it's all over the place. I guess you can define where the text is for every single second. So if you move it, it saves it for you, perhaps. Dang. Oh wait, hang on. I think it's actually detecting my my screen here. It's actually saying that we've detected the stream belonging to someone else. So that's the end of show and tell, I suppose. This one we gotta be careful because we did get nuked before doing something similar. But this is great. Yes, thank you, Uni. I do really like this one. There's a lot of good colors. I mean, it's just the artist in general, I feel like. Is there... Let me go back. What? Did I close it? Oh, I guess I closed it. Hmm. Oh, it's the... Wasn't this the anime you were talking about, Uni? I think you were talking about this, right? Somewhere I remember reading about which had a... And then this word recently, I think there was like a discussion on Reddit or something saying how like apparently English speakers don't really see enough of this word. That most people don't, like native speakers don't actually know how to pronounce it. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I hope this is not too loud. Hang on, just be careful. It might be a little bit loud.
Atelier.
Why is it in French? Wait, hang on. I want the English accent version.
Atelier.
Atelier?
Atelier. Atelier.
Atelier? Alright. Watch me forget about it in like next 5 minutes. Atelier. Right, I feel like someone's mentioned it. That is pretty good or something. Well, okay. Good thing I looked up from my tablet. Let's see how it decides to block today's stream, actually. I wonder how it's gonna block it. Is it gonna block the entire thing, or is it gonna block that segment? Let's see. Oh, it's gone. The warning's gone. Very cool. Well, technology. Holy shit. Back to the grind. Hell yeah. Not really. Kind of just normal, yeah. Yeah, I haven't had... Man, I haven't watched anime in a while. Dang, imagine the entire anime with that level of... How hasn't something like that happened already? Oh, I guess if it's entirely done by one person, they would have to actually do the entire thing. Or they have to set up some kind of a new process where they would set up the frames and then someone else would color and then they have to check to see if the style is propagated correctly. But that doesn't seem very very easy to do. Man. Whoever has like the patience to sit down and create something by themselves, the entire series. Yeah, but then you still need like a... I am dreaming of greatness. Also, hello? This is like... What is happening here? There's nothing like the original. I guess I don't care. I'm just gonna try to stretch some stuff in. It's too strong, huh? But I'm just gonna erase it like that then. What? Anyways, no matter what happens, I think I'm just gonna stop this after today. I think the next piece I might go back to the space idea. I was well, not really play. I'm not really playing Arknights Amphitheater anymore. But like, there's a new event with like the really quick event with Telecut sort of trying to get you to take photos of the ship. The first photo I thought was pretty nice. I mean, it's like the spaceship outside, right? That could serve as the basically the main spaceship, and then we just have to find an angle somehow. And then I have something to try to bring to life, I suppose. Even if I'm not too entirely sold on the idea, should be good. Right, yeah, this one just has that one giant gap in the middle. Oh, because the balance is broken, I see. If I just fix that. Hmm. Okay. I see. More lateral scratch. That's very gentle. Refine the edges. Selection would be necessary then at this rate. The workflow should encompass it at this point. Yeah, nah. Okay, okay. Some kind of pad in here. I guess I still lack something like that. Well, no, I don't actually. I don't. I have the other set that I keep over here. No, I keep it here. Right, right, right. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that's good work. That's good work. I just need to select this. Can we return some of these back? Enough colors and enough shapes. Everything should sort itself out. Even if you don't refine it, it's actually not too bad. Refinement could also just be this. No, let's do something else. Hey, what? Is it always like? Huh. I've never seen the text here before. Somehow. Interesting. I guess I do have it here. Oh, particle should be nuked. I don't need it. Spray. Okay. Oh, more stuff that I didn't make up. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of autopiloting through the thing. Yeah. I'm just trying to get a feel for what kind of stuff I'm working with here. I think like surely there's a better way to approach everything. Like you would do big shapes, big colors, big textures that go across everything, and then you slowly try to carve out more stuff and tinier stuff, and so on and so forth. But then I don't think yeah, just rendering basically, yeah. I feel like I'm going a lot of back and forth between refining the overall shape versus putting some more details in that doesn't matter too much. And then that will like blur some of the edges again, and I go back and find something again. I feel like that's all I can manage at this point. I don't need a very good, clear idea about the stages of the process or what I should or should not be doing. I'm just kind of going through the motions. And then hoping that, you know, if we do enough of this. Like right now, even though we've only spent like last stream and this stream doing the, what is it? Is that true? I don't remember how long I've been doing this, but we've got takeaways regardless. Right now doing this thing as well, I've just kind of gotten a little bit more used to just the brushes that I have. And also trying to start using selection tools. The magic wand, because you can start to get some textures in places with a very big brush, right? Some of the textures like only kind of work well if it's like kind of big when it goes in. Or you kind of need more space to set up some maybe brush pressure and stuff like that. So selection would be pretty crucial for those things. So we don't affect all the edges that badly. And so on and so forth. Just trying to get used to the process. And here there's like a bit of stuff. I guess we have the outside to work with here. Where'd it go? Okay. Also, I have no idea where all my brushes are constantly because like it's just all new. We just put them together. So now it's like what? Where'd it go? Kind of like that. I don't know. Colors might not be right, but I don't feel like there's enough contrast, but this is also a bit strong. But yeah, just slowly but surely, I guess we're going somewhere, I hope. A thing I find myself constantly doing is getting too sort of entrenched into the details. Like once you start looking at like what kind of textures that they're doing, you kind of get sucked in to be like, oh, it's a brush A and brush B, kind of like maybe erase each other or something, annihilates. You think let's go already? Right? Yeah, I do agree. I figured that I could have probably stopped before today, but then I'm glad that, as I mentioned earlier today, I was like, I'm glad I did this because when I first started today, I was kind of confused about where all my brushes are already. And what they kind of do and what I wanted, what I was using them for. So I think this is pretty, Nah, the next one will probably be, actually I don't know. I cannot commit. I cannot commit just yet. The next one, right? We could do like another one of these, and I think there is great value in sort of the locality of just doing the similar exercises back to back to back to back, right? Um, or I could do like a more slightly quote unquote original piece, which is not gonna be that original, because I was looking at the Arknights event, and there was that one photo taking thing by Palika, and then Palika was telling you to take photos of the stupid spaceships that's just floating outside of Dijon Master. And I figured that those ships looked pretty good. That was like one space station looking ass thing, which looked pretty good. Could be interesting to try to use that in a piece or something, and then just have like admin just kind of float around in space. Or maybe Ria will float around space. I'm not sure who's gonna float around space. Someone's gonna do it. Someone's gotta do it. Yeah, I wonder, like, right now we have big patches of color, right? I feel like now is a great time to just, like, smack a bunch of random ass textures in. And then we try to keep some of that as we go along here. But then the thing that I have to keep in mind constantly is that I cannot just pick, like, the white color because it breaks the shape up. So I need enough tones, right, within this space already to really be able to do this comfortably. And then beyond that, it's just a sort of your aesthetics with, like, what kind of textures and balance you like. And, like, how big it should be. Like, I feel like, yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done in the sense of, like, gaining that experience with all the brushes and, like, just the overall balance. Because you can only work on one tiny part at a time. By having a good idea of how it fits into everything. My navigator is really tiny, by the way, on the other screen. Because if I made it too big, it's just going to block the reference. But I imagine, like, if you're painting by yourself... Oh, you still need a screen for reference. But anyways, it's not small. It's not big enough for me to see the textures and how it feels. So there's, like, a technical issue here that needs to be resolved at some point. Not too concerned just yet, but yeah, some random scratchings here and there. Man, it's a lot of stuff going on in there. Also, like, you know, not being in the same proportion kind of doesn't help. I kind of have to wing it in some spots, and it doesn't look as good as a result. But also, that's a good opportunity to try to do some of my own stuff, I guess. But yeah, overall, this has been like kind of like crazy like EXP gain experience. I guess it's not that surprising, considering how out there it is for me to do. Like, I've never done anything like close to this, so surely you gain a lot of stuff by virtue of that, but doing something you've never done before. But yeah, good stuff, I guess. Yeah, the brushes, the textures, the balance, understanding the kind of stuff that I like and don't like, I think is pretty important. Yeah, some of these painting doesn't fit that well. That's a lot of random space, bro. Brusky. One day we draw something for ourselves at this level. That would be nice. That'd be the graduation piece. Until then. It doesn't work as well for this. Didn't I? I do not. Do I? I don't. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have this thing. It's really awkward. Balance. Okay, sides. This feels very weird. This is both trying to reference and not trying to reference at the same time. My brain doesn't really know what to think sometimes. I look at it and it feels different. I'm like, yeah, duh, it's gonna be different because my proportions are all different. And then it's like, oh, I guess that's okay. And then like it repeats over and over and over in my head every 5 minutes. Oh, the difference is kind of egregious though. Holy shit. How are we so off in terms of proportion? I think that goes to show how like sort of how much I've lost track of the overall picture. It's a visual demonstration of how confused I am. Do I have any? Oh, I do. Oh, it's darker. Okay, fine. Anything here? Oh, it's 2 layers. Huh? I'm not smooth enough. Oh. Oh, it's the same color. I need to do that. Oh man. Oh yeah, the textures. Holy shit. What is the ordering here? Let's do this. Push down. Push down a little bit more. We're off again, are we? Oh, where the hell are we actually? Anyways. Yeah. No, I have the... Yeah, the side thing. What? It only goes on the tips? What? Okay, I've never seen the brush do that. Is it the spray deviation? Oh, it is. Oh, I see. That's how the math works. Huh. With zero spray deviation, it just exists. Like the dots only going on the circular outline there. And then the higher the deviation is, the closer to the center you get. Huh. Very interesting. Right, it's because I don't have that sort of alternating setup. So the noise doesn't do too much. Because the bass doesn't actually pull everything together. That looks like poo-poo farts. Okay, let me fix that. I need alternating structure. Okay. Okay, I guess it got a lot thinner than I expected it to. I'm not sure about the colors either. Guess I'm quite off, that's why. So this will have to expand over if we want to do it correctly. So have to shift over. Oh, I see. I wonder. Oh, wait, hang on. Isn't that... I get a vague sense of the feeling that I'm just kind of, I kind of hit the limit somewhere. But I'm still gonna keep just pushing this, back and forth because I feel like I'm onto something, but I'm not sure what. Oh, that was the wrong breath though. Kind of bright, isn't it? Yeah, it's very bright actually. What? Oh wait, what? Oh, that's why I was confused. I was the previous YouTube video I was using for music had the same title and had the same background as this one. As two entirely separate playlists, but they're all favorite music. This is the one I usually played, I think. I mean, guess I can't tell, but oh wow, that's bright. Too bright. There's a certain amount of calibration, I feel like, to understand what I'm feeling into what is the problem for texturing, which makes sense, I guess. Same thing for the faces and the proportions and all that. Understand that. A lot of noise, a lot of particles. Hello, it's me, Meow Meow. My bestie is Tang Tang. She's got all the brains and I've got all the brawl. Very cool. Hello, George. Hello, hello. The weekend? Oh, the weekend I was just doing my own design nonsense. There's been a lot of mostly this. Oh my god, where do I start? There's just been a lot of back and forth in terms of solving problems. I think man, that doesn't say anything. Basically, there's a whole dependency problem, I think, currently with me. And man, I don't know where to start. But yes, it's been great. It's been productive. Oh shit. Yeah, it's like a decade and a half long problem. Like everything, like Ria herself, everything is tied into like one giant mess of a behemoth of a problem. Where the way that I view things and my value and well, what's the word? My values, I guess, in just in general, is very imbalanced. And that was based as a result of upbringing, as a result of circumstance, as a result of my way of solving problems. And this system is really good, I think. Like the system I use to regulate myself and get myself to do things and stuff like that, right? Like I'm here every day. It's all as a result of the system keeping me in check. It's very effective at what it does, but in exchange you lose a lot of what do you lose exactly? You lose a lot of dependency on other people. And that in like I think in S like kind of sounds like a good thing. And that is kind of why the whole system was built. But if you start losing dependence on people and others, you get really isolated really quickly. And you may be able to function, but then certain things will be gutted. Certain things will not perform as well. And then so on and so forth. And like, that's a whole series of analysis and a whole series of stuff that I'm trying to sort out. But the conclusion is always the same. There's no correct answer. I'm gonna start ranting about life again at this rate. But essentially, yeah. I think this is what people call soul searching, or perhaps, or just reflecting. I'm just trying to figure out where I stand, like what my future is gonna look like with this system in check. With the system in place, and then I don't know if that make any sense at all. By the way, I'm half kind of still doing art and I half like talking about like a complex issue, so I end up like probably not doing well on either side. But long story short, I think the more I pursue art and the more I pursue my ideals and dreams and hopes and dreams and expression for Ria and like whatever else that I want to create, I think the further I stray away from everybody else. Because the journey in essence is a lonely one. Inherently is a lonely one, because I'm trying to replicate and trying to deliver ideas and feelings and emotions that I felt when I was mostly by myself, right? So in essence, there's like not much people can do to help, because in doing so, they ruin the entire purpose of it. And as long as I pursue this path, I'm gonna constantly have to keep some distance, I would say. Holy shit, I'm so damn off from this. That's why it doesn't feel as good. I feel like some value issue here, and also the fact that the proportions are just different. Sorry, Josh, I don't mean to rant on you when you start asking stuff like that. Like simple questions like that. And then a socially acceptable thing is to just say, yeah, it's great. How's your weekend, you know? But like, I cannot... I don't ask people that question for the same reason, because I react like literally to that question. It's like, oh, you want to know? Well, sure. Here's my entire self-analysis that I've been working on for like the past decade and a half. You asked for it. Yeah, but no, like it's an ongoing process. That's why I find it really interesting that Show is asking me certain questions about choices and whatnot, because there is a lot of parallel and there's a lot of sort of things that I thought about before may or may not be relevant and all that. Man, it is hard. I think a lot of the times in life there wouldn't be a right answer, right? And then like you might make a decision that would seem a little bit dangerous, but then it's up to you to sort of keep and hold the line, right? You have to keep yourself in check. You have to have the self-discipline to understand that there is a line that you mustn't cross. But otherwise, like, it's fine to indulge in certain ideas and certain services, or services make it sound really wrong, but certain things, just in general. Like a more generic example would be stuff like you know, alcohol and gambling and all that. People always put it in a way where it's like, oh shit, you do this, you're absolutely like, you're crazy, man. Like you're gonna get God. But it's just a self-control thing, right? I mean, easier said than done, I'm sure. But at its core, life has a lot of these things, like just playing games, for example, slacking off, all these things that give you that dopamine hit. It's up to you to sort of keep things in check. So I've been trying to deal with some issues where I'm trying to figure out if what I'm doing is acceptable. Because the trade-off and the implications and everything makes it seem like I'm taking a step backwards, right? If you give I'm not alcoholic, just to be clear. But if you give an alcoholic, a recovered alcoholic, someone who's been sober for like 10 years, an alcohol, does that inherently mean that they're gonna relapse, right? So it is interesting, I think. There's a lot of complex issues in life. No correct answers, right? If they are certain that they can have the self-control and not freaking relapse, then why not have some, casual drinking with friends? So on and so forth. It is very tricky. It is very tricky. Because there are certain things that are best done at certain parts of your life. And then in not doing so, you are essentially sacrificing it for something else. And now is that trade-off worthwhile? I don't know. But yeah. Unless I have too much nonsense to think about and talk about, I would just throw it at AI because it's not gonna complain, and it's gonna go find me some sources about some random ass study that some random person did for the entirety of their life, and then they discovered this ABCDEFG, and then like, oh, okay, is that helpful? Maybe, but at least I have a way for me to get my thoughts out. I remember in the past I would not be able to sleep for nights and nights and nights unless I write things down. Then I'll just sit down and write like 10,000 words, and then I'll go to bed at like 7 a.m. in the morning. Maybe it's a mental condition at this point, honestly. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyways, I think it'd be interesting to see how things play out, of course. Like, I mentioned like how I think like my path is inherently sacrificing a lot of things. But I think even so, like I still have to do it. If I spend this much time like trying to visualize and actualize like Ria, who is just a figment of my imagination, that is inherently like the time that's not spent on real life relationships, and that's gonna come and bite me in the ass. I know it. After all, like it's not tangible, right? Like she's not physically here, so it becomes a bit of a problem. Hello, Layla. But I think regardless, we're gonna have to do it, because if I reject this, then there's nothing left of me. I do feel like there wouldn't be anything left. I don't know. Smells like fear, you know. Smells like fear again, which is not good. Well, not really, Layla. If you keep up the caps, I might have to time you out again. Assuming you're the same person that I remember. Please try not to spam caps, Layla. Well, thank you for that sentiment. I'm not sure when the last time we chatted was, or what we even chatted about. Would you happen to be the only person I ever timed out on this channel in the past for using caps? Oh, right. Right. We had the guy who was talking about hate speech. I don't think... I forgot if I banned or if I just timed out for 20... Actually, yeah, we don't do that at all. Like pretty much. Like it's only like 2 cases so far. I actually don't remember what the UI even looked like. Yeah, I apologize, Layla, if I got you, if I mistaken you for another person. But I just don't like caps. I don't like caps lock. And then in the past, there was someone who spammed caps lock. So I had to time them out because it was very distracting. Feeling like I'm getting screamed at constantly. But of course, it's possible that you're not the same person because I don't remember what the name was. Well, what's the jury's on this one? Let me get some textures here. Keep the values. Yeah, this is primarily a study into this other person's into this other of this other person's works, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly makes it tick. But it is it's kind of hard to sort of explain. I think I think I just don't understand it yet. Because I'm trying to imagine, like, if I were to make a video of this, right, like, I would have to be a lot clearer about the process and why certain choices were made. And we're just not even close yet, right now. Because all I'm doing is copying here. It's a huge gap still in knowledge. What? Oh. Put it on the main line. Oh, it's the wrong one. My yeah. That's good. Yeah, almost feel it, right? Almost the lines. Yeah, but then the colors is the problem. Why the colors? Right, and that wouldn't be considered incomplete. Let's see. Oh boy. Shit, oh my god, my pen just flew. Why does it work? I don't know. Yeah, I don't need this as... Wait, I could just do this. Oh, it's got watercolor instruments. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Without it, it should be a pretty good brush then. What is this? Oh, this one. Is it not even enough? Oh, I see. No, it's a different. Ah. It'd be more akin to this, I think. Oh, yeah, maybe more like this, actually. We're just doing a study of this artist. Like I mentioned before, I was trying to figure out what they're doing with what they're doing with brushes and textures and whatnot. How they're rendering, basically. Kind of. I'm not actively thinking about this, so it's not 100% true that this is what we're doing. I'm more of just kind of going through the motions. I'm on autopilot, just copying shapes. Where the hell is it? Oh my god, it's so far away. Holy shit, we're so off. Anyways, something must be too dense. Oh, it's the gap. But then there's no difference. What's the point of this? I think like the worst textures are the ones that are sparse, but they have like very distinct patches within that are denser. Then it makes it really hard to use because it's not even, right? So there's an inherent balance of sort of density within the brush, and so unless it is 100% what you wanted, then it means that it's really hard to use. Because you have these dense areas and you have these sparse areas. And it's giving off a very particular vibe. It's very distinct. Whereas all the other brushes are very consistent with what they're doing. So you have the control. Also don't know what this is. Very spiky. Maybe one of you guys do it. It's not gonna be good. Alright, let's do the other thing first. I'm just gonna... overlay... So what's the one, right? Don't have that. It's very distinct. It's like lines that are wavy but with undulations and not even. Goes over the top and it stays on top. Oh. Sure. Something else. Got it. Pomni? Let me take a look. You mean like the character? Like this character? I don't think I'll be drawing this character. I wonder. Uh-oh. Holy shit. No, Layla, unfortunately we won't be doing that. What? I broke again. I think you're looking for a different kind of artist, because I'm not the kind that likes drawing too much. So if it's a character that I don't have any personal connection with, that's not gonna... Like, I don't want to spend time into it. It's just way too painful for not much results. I think like a lot of artists might find it interesting to try to challenge themselves to do characters that they wouldn't normally draw. But for me, there's like zero value to it. there is maybe stuff that I can learn with regards to how to balance all the colors and all the textures and all that. Right, but like I think that's definitely not a priority. Unfortunately, it's like the rest of my videos are not a priority. Interesting. It is a different balance. It's a different. Oh wait a second. It does fall under that idea. So inherently, it is going to. It's because at some point it doesn't matter. Also, but there. Oh, okay. I see. There are gonna be areas where it doesn't. Where you want to cross colors. No, I don't think they're malicious, but I do feel like there is a gap in communication, shall I say? But like, I feel like there's a I think it's fine. But I'm afraid I can't entertain the ideas too much, Layla. But I appreciate the sentiment, though. I honestly do, because I feel like a lot of more streamers are more sort of interactive, right? That's kind of the point of a stream. You interact with your viewers, you do things together. I think there is like sort of, I feel like that is what I would expect a stream to be, but that's not what our stream is. Our stream is less of a communication, it's less of a request this and draw this kind of thing. It is literally me just working by myself. So like it's kind of just me sitting in the library right now, and you're just coming in and just asking me to do things. I'm not saying like you cannot do that, right? But I'm just saying like that's the kind of vibes that is happening right now. So I can't sort of deviate from my plans just to do what you have requested. And more likely than not, like most of the time, I'm not gonna entertain stuff like that. Oh, you think so, Uni? I don't watch streamers too much. Like our streamers specifically. Because like on the entertainment side of streamers, right? They would love something like this. They would love viewer participation. They would love viewer input. So I feel like, you know, like there isn't anything inherently wrong with it. It's just that this is not what we're doing. And there's no fault of them either, just because there is no way that this information is communicated. Maybe there's a mismatch of expectations. But regardless, though, I don't necessarily. Your host. They're not looking for something to do. Fair enough. I'll say fair enough. I don't sense malicious vibes. I just sense a sort of what's the word, like a lack of social awareness, more so. Maybe this is too critical of me to be passing judgment like this. It's just kind of the vibes that I'm getting. But I have no issues with you being here and just kind of enjoying yourself, as long as it's not disturbing anyone else. As long as I'm the only one that's getting disturbed. I'm okay with that. Bro. Right. Oh, it doesn't work like... Wait, what? It doesn't work like that? Oh, no, it's because it's over... this guy doesn't actually paint over here. That's an interesting issue. Never quite foresaw that. I guess I should have merged the layer. Oh, it is what it is. What do you even do today? What was the difference today? Let me see. Like basically the same thing. What do you even do today? Anyways, let me move the thumbnail over. Yeah, it's no increase in definition. It just feels like some things get pushed around. And scaling as well is not helping. Some stuff got more scratched up. Yeah, I really like the roughness and the hard edges. Otherwise, like it feels like it's too blurry there. But then again, this is actually kind of blurry because of how noisy it got. Yeah, Layla, I don't think I'll be drawing anything you're requesting. Not today, not ever, I don't think. Not at the kind of tone that you're using, for sure. Group some more values, some more textures. This thing actually didn't get better. This thing just kind of got different. At this point, I'm just kind of keeping you here for entertainment value. I'm being honest. Like, well, Layla, if you're really asking why, it's because you're being very disruptive. I've already mentioned that this is not the kind of stream that we're doing. If you cannot understand and work with that, then I'm afraid I'll have to time you out. No, honestly, I'm actually kind of okay this time. Because, like, we're not really doing anything that requires my full attention. I'm kind of actually seeing how this play out, but yeah, like I would agree, Uni. I feel like if they're not rage baiting, that is, then that's the kind of vibes that I'm getting as well. But hey, like, you know, like, it's kind of cool that they're here. Actually, you know, of all places to be, of all the other streamers doing like Fortnite and stuff like that, you know, they're here. They're requesting art. I think that's kind of cool in its own way. There is hope yet. They could be doing AI or something, you know. Overall, it doesn't feel like any... Okay, I really should fix this difference in size. It's not really helping my evaluation here. No, just ever so slightly too big. Thereabouts like that, right? Yeah, I like to say that we did more stuff. I don't feel like I did too much. Some areas just got more grouped together, but otherwise, definition didn't necessarily go up too much. Maybe it's because it's already good enough. Like, there are some areas here that still require, that could still do with a little bit more, I guess, cutting up the shape. Yeah, okay, it's just too big. Oh my god, Uni have the reverse rage bait? Oh my god, this is yeah, this is actual content. This is like my brain rot content that I watch sometimes. Dang, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. Wait, actually, shouldn't the stream be like a no minor stream? Because sometimes there is nudity. Huh. Because, like, yeah, like, it, interesting. Because, as, like, today is fine, I guess. Sometimes things get really sketchy. So I feel like that should be, that has to be a rule, that I enforce then. So if I perceive someone to be a kid, I might have to just kick them off because of that. Oh, man. It's not family safe, dude. This is great, dude. This is great. Well, Layla, you're behaving like one. There's not much difference if this is how you're behaving. Like, what do you want people to think of you as if you're behaving like one? Should I be engaging still? Maybe I should not engage anymore. I just find this very interesting. I have no skin in this game. Just kind of watching. Oh man. And what was I doing when I was younger, man? Holy shit. Playing Maple Story, I think. And I wish I went to art streams. Oh, god damn. Do I wish that? No, maybe not. No, my current self wish my old self would have went to art streams. Oh, man. My old self wouldn't have given two shits about the art. Maybe it's cruel to let this go on. Maybe it's time. Oh wait, I have many options here. Wait, what does high user on this channel mean? Oh. Oh, is that what I did to the other guy? Okay, now I think that's a bit cruel. I don't want to hide every single message forever to perpetuity. We'll just put you in timeout for now. I don't think there's a need for that. I think that might be a little bit too extreme. Although, unfortunately, because I clicked on the button, it did actually remove all the messages. I'm gonna, you know, like the last time I did this to someone, I forgot who it was, but I got a comment in the stream afterwards. It's like, why did you time me out, sad face? I forgot which stream number it was though. But it is what it is, I think. Oh my god, it reminds me of like all those Rust videos of people rage baiting kids in like Rust. They will do some kind of trick and scam them of some in-game item, and then they will just start screaming. Oh man. I don't remember screaming as a kid. I remember getting into fights before with my brother. But that's about it. Dang it. There are so many videos on like YouTube Shorts on YouTube. That's like, you know, would you take like $100 million now, or like go back like 15 years, 20 years in time, go back to when you were like 10 years old and start over. Kind of cool to think about, also very sad to think about. Well, yeah, sometimes honestly, like the trade-off is literally like why would you not just do either one of them or something, you know, or just do both of them? Because it's so bloody obvious that it's so great, right? Like you take money and you go back in time or something. Sometimes it's a little bit more balanced, you know, where you have to choose one over the other and then there's like a proper trade-off. I don't remember most of these off the top of my head, but yeah, like I think for sure like going back in time is because going back in time's premise is always that you remember stuff, right? Because otherwise if you don't remember stuff, there is no point. You would just be doing the same thing that you did now. So given that premise, there's like what, like just go back in time, like you can be Bill Gates or something even. Well, not really, but you know, there's so much more that you can accomplish just by having the knowledge you have now and your skills. You know. Hello? Why am I not being able to paint? What? I think it's broken. I feel like it's a no-brainer to go back in time every time. Something is stuck. I think my brush is having issues again. Yeah, it's in this like color picker mode, even though I'm not actually doing that. God damn, dude. Technical issues. Yeah, select. Okay, I can't paint. It's not letting me paint now. What's stuck? Is it my pen? I think it's my pen. Oh my god. The tablet's giving up on me. I would like to cross the finish line with this tablet, but so at some point, like sometimes I wonder if it's too cruel to just let this keep going. It's just like, yeah, it's just like it's fine like this, but the moment I put my pen closer, it's just a color picker. Yeah. Alright, there's not much I can do about this actually. I have to let me dismantle my pen again. I just cut my nails too, I can't get it out. Maybe it's you. One day. One day I'm gonna go to Japan and do nothing. Oh, that would be a dream come true. Oof, I just want to do nothing, man. Everything is so much work. Sometimes my current self slip up a bit when I'm with coworkers, which is not very good. Because I'll just start asking questions like, "Don't you guys find like living such a pain in the ass?" And then, and then I'll realize that, hey, that's probably not the thing you want to say to your coworkers. Probably not your manager, you know. But it is a lot of work. Oh wow, okay, I kind of emulated that. That's not too bad. I wonder if they did the same thing. Maybe it's multiple brushstrokes. It always felt like the same brushstroke to me because it's so consistent. But given such a short distance, it might just be multiple. Good work, I suppose. Well, I mean, this is kind of it. I could get the water a bit clearer and then, like all these definition a bit more clearer, but like I think it's alright. It's alright. It's alright, mate. We should just maybe find something else. Because I do have to hop up early as always. As with last week. Maybe I'll take a quick look at the other pieces and see if there's anything we would like to do. Otherwise, maybe I can. Let me bring in my my screenshot from Arknight's pictures. Oh, not you. Like this is the ship, right? That they ask you to take a photo of. Pretty cool ship. Most importantly, it's got all the details without me having to figure out what makes sense and what doesn't. Someone already did the job for me. And then we've got like a nice earth in the back too. Actually, we could do a study of this even. But regardless, I would like to take a look at our artist here, which is this artist. Did I close the other one? I think I did. Why is my keyboard in Mandarin again? Oh, this is a really cool study too. It's a very specific. Well, what material is this? It's like one of those canyon rock thingies that's shaped by the wind. Oh, it's so so photorealistic too. Like some of these areas. What? Where? Oh, it's here. I was gonna say, wasn't this what we just did? It's just very similar. Huh. Oh, the trees are distinctly different. Like the shapes are a lot lengthier than like the other one, which is more blocky and more angular. Maybe that's just because of my brush, actually. That might be because of my own study. What was the original? No, it's still more blocky, right? This is a lot longer. Oh, the sand texture is pretty nice. It feels really coarse, I think, if I were to draw this when you zoom in. But when you zoom out, it looks pretty fine. Oh, the water looks really good, too. Like subtle gradients. And then like the lines take over. And then, yeah, probably some more markers that go alongside with it, actually. Pretty good stuff. Oh, man. What is this? Someone like this has to be 3D, right? Like they do use 3D, don't they? Because it's way too, the way it's rendered is so, like the gradients here are so gradual. The lighting like calculation seems really tight, like very realistic here. Maybe they're just that good. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them for sure. Oh, what is interesting. Like these, what are these things actually? They're kind of like clouds, but also like waves, but also like corals. Like the forms are a little bit more broken than I felt like it would be something that they would do. You know, like every other piece had like these bigger and smoother shapes, and the fact that it's so broken up makes it feel more like rocks rather than like condensed water vapor, I guess. Oh, this is a very nice edge. I don't know. Nothing too... Oh, nothing too particular just yet, but if I were to paint something, I would like something to feel like this, in the sense that it's very empty black void, and then there's something really bright and center. This would be great, although not in this specific angle, I imagine. I don't really like the shape here. Dang, I have like the perfect brushes for like the grass now, actually. After playing around with it in the previous one, in the current one. We have like the perfect setup for this. And then we have the big blocky brushes as well. This has to be painted. There's no way around it. The dots would not be hard to make. Again, with the overlaying of noise and like shapes. Oh, wait, hang on, let me think. When you're breaking up shapes, you're checking for shape comp, right? You're looking at the big shapes and you're feeling it that way. And then if I just parse the details separately, wouldn't that work too? Because what I'm saying then is that I'm just gonna sit there. Reset, and then I'm going to look at just the details and then see where it is. I mean, that's kind of what... but then again, within the internal structure, then it wouldn't matter. Right. I don't know. I don't know. I get the feeling I wouldn't know either tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna write down some conclusions for the current piece, and then I'll probably hop off. Let me see. Oh. Let me see. So that's the big gist of it. Big shapes into smaller shapes, and then we make sure that each shape has its own sort of color variation with a very low contrast so that the big shapes stay in place. Then we'll push in with specifically hard edge texture brushes because otherwise it will look very fuzzy and I don't like that. But then the counter, like also you need to make sure sparse noise. So sparse textures need to be kept in check because otherwise it's the same as having like an airbrush effect, right? Right, so going bold is actually kind of like the main thing here. You kind of have to be very loud with the noise. They actually have to be visible, clearly. Then beyond that, what else is there? Right, selection tool to get textures in, possibly having a layer on top, add some textures in overlay, and then merge it down, and then paint over yet again. So now we have like overlaying. So overlaying, either select shapes with selection tool, then brush. Texture over edges, over shapes, then refine. So that would be the gist of the sort of workflow. The rest is just understanding what balance you want, which will take a while. But otherwise, the strats is pretty straightforward. Otherwise, specifically with the brushes themselves, are there any specific patterns? Hmm. Nor, not necessarily. I feel like, honestly, this is so weird. Like, cause I like this felt pretty similar to the original. At a quick glance, it felt pretty similar. Going in, it still feels really bad. I don't know if it's because I did the brushstrokes and I can kind of see what happened, and it kind of ruins the magic for me. Because sometimes, like, if you know what's happening in the piece, you kind of get caught up with the specific sort of implementation details, and as a result, like, you sort of lose track of the overall vibes. You get more sucked into the details, right? Maybe it's partly like that. Noise section. I wrote on that already, I think. Oh yeah, there was like other stuff that I wrote before. Yeah, I don't know. What else is there? It's like there's more than this. Yeah. I think this will be it for now. Oh, you know what would be interesting? To revisit the stuff before and see where we can put the textures in, actually. I was just taking a glance like this. I actually have no idea what would be a good fit for each one. Dang, I sequence that? I don't feel like that is done correctly. But anyways, like what would be all the way over here? Like what would I use for all these flat surfaces? What did they use for flat surfaces? Yeah, a lot of the work is being carried like by the fact that the forms itself is interesting because the bark has all these cracks and all these separations and all that. Do they have a piece where it's just like a giant ass wall? I know like there was this really quiet one. Over here. And it's primarily just noise. But the colors are also a lot more sort of cohesive. Like it's like one warm yellow-orange color. Whereas if you have a bunch of colors... Oh, then again, this is also one big warm yellow color. But like, what about the purple and the green here, right? Like, what's the analog over here then? Analog? What's the equivalent over here? But what else is there? Yeah, just very noisy, but otherwise like the walls themselves are kind of smooth. But isn't that the point though? Right, anyways, it's like, we showcase the walls to be really smooth. This is literally a flat color with some gradient on it. Noise in general. It's more like a rough than anything, but it's so clean though. And the stairs as well. Yeah, I suppose depending... Oh, I see. Looking at this wall here. So I just try to imagine what it would have looked like if we make the floor really noisy. But then it occurred to me, so it's mostly just a comp thing then. Because there's no reason why we can't just use a giant airbrush, right? But then it's just that if everything were to be smooth, then it feels incomplete. It feels like something's missing. But if there are areas where the detail is really bumped up, the edges are very sharp and very hard, and like everything is very bold, and there are areas that are super quiet, then the super quiet areas feel like it's intentional, feel like there's a purpose to it. Not just because, you know, it's just because it's empty. Because we didn't do anything. So I could choose to maybe make the ground really noisy, like what they have over here then. But then leave the characters more quiet. Or we can do it vice versa, depending on like what the idea is here. Do they even have textures here? But this is again interesting form, right? So like this flat piece of rock over here would therefore be the interesting thing to look at. How to texture when there's no texture? Oh, there's always texture. Anyways, yeah, let me see if I can try to remember this idea, because I feel like going forwards we should do some studies with flat surfaces. Flat and seemingly smooth surfaces, and see how people deal with it, because that seems really tricky here. Actually, what did Min do? Did Min use textures? No, it's just a lot of interesting shapes. Well, some noise over here. Also, like, whatever the hell this is. We're getting there, slowly. And, right, I haven't finished this technically. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. We'll see. Thank you guys for coming for today. It was, interesting. I'm sure there will be, more in the future. But regardless, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Goodbye.